Hello and welcome to Big Friendly Grub. I hope you are well, and in the midst of this global pandemic, I mean that more than ever. Now, when I started this channel, I wanted to do it because one, it was to get me out of my comfort zone, do something that I never thought I'd actually do. And two, to kind of encourage people to start cooking and baking and getting in the kitchen when they never thought they would or never thought they needed to. With everything that's going on at the moment, we're being forced to stay home. We can't go out, we can't go to restaurants, we can't buy stuff as easily. So I wanted to show you how to make a really simple bread recipe. Now, there is a bread recipe already on the channel. It's to make a traditional white loaf. Now, that is a perfectly good recipe that you could be doing at home, but for one thing, it's getting quite hard to get hold of like bread flour and stuff at the moment, and it also might be a little bit out of people's comfort zone if you've never made bread before. And I wanted to do something today that is a hell of a lot simpler, that you only need a handful of ingredients for, that you'll hopefully have in the cupboards already, and it will just make things a lot easier, give you some nice fresh bread, and it doesn't require any kneading, it doesn't require any proving. It is soda bread. It's Irish soda bread, and if you've had Irish soda bread before, it's fantastic. It is so nice, especially when it's come out of the oven, a bit warm, bit of butter, beautiful. But it's also super easy to make, and it really can be done in like 35 minutes, about that. So I wanted to show you this one today because all you need is self-raising flour, some milk, some lemon juice, bicarbonate of soda, and salt. That's all you need, and hopefully you have that in your cupboards already. If you don't, then it's a little bit easier to get hold of than most things at the moment. I know milk can be a bit hard to come by, but that's always coming in fresh every day. So if you get into the shops early, you can grab that. Self-raising flour, hopefully you've got that in the cupboards already for cakes and things like that. But otherwise, it's fairly straightforward. It's not too much, and it's really simple. So if you've not made bread before, it's a perfect place to start. Goes great by itself, with butter, with cheese especially, or you know, it can have anything on it. And you can have it with soup as well. It goes super well with soup. So if you've stocked up on soups and stuff like that, well, I would say if you've stocked up on soups, I hope you're not stocking up too unnecessarily, because you just need to buy what you need. Don't panic buy. There's enough to go around for everyone, as long as people don't take everything. And stay home. Right, that's enough lecturing, that's enough explanation. I just want to get on and show you how to make soda bread, because if you are stuck at home and you're bored or you just need some bread, then this is the perfect way to get going. So let's make it right now. Right, to get started, before we do anything, we're going to need some milk. We're going to need 400 millilitres of milk. So I've just got some semi-skimmed milk here. Now, disclaimer, you could do this with buttermilk, and if you do it with buttermilk, then you won't need the lemon juice. Normally, normal milk is a lot easier to get hold of than buttermilk, but in these times, if you do see buttermilk and you want to make this, grab the buttermilk, you won't need the lemon juice. Then into this, I'm just going to add a tablespoon's worth of lemon juice. I keep this in the fridge, it's very handy. Otherwise, probably the juice of a lemon will work fine. So I'm going to add this in here, and that will curdle the milk to give it some acidity, which is what we need to interact with the bicarb in our soda bread. That will help it rise, and that's why we don't need any yeast. So we are basically creating our own buttermilk here. So I'm just going to give that 5–10 minutes for the lemon juice to interact with the milk and start to curdle it a bit. Right, my milk has had about 10 minutes to interact with that lemon juice, and you can see it's starting to curdle a bit. You can see that there is some like curdly bits on the spoon and around the edges of here, almost as if it was going off, which is absolutely fine, because that's what we need. It's like sour milk, it's got some acidity to it, which will now interact with our bicarbonate of soda in our soda bread. So as with any bread, we're going to need some flour. Usually I use strong white bread flour, but I can't get hold of any at the moment because every other bug has gone basically bought it. So I'm going to be using some just plain self-raising flour. Well, self-raising flour, it's not plain flour, it's white self-raising flour is what I meant. You could also use like some wholemeal one instead. I usually like using wholemeal, but again, this is what I've got. So I'm going to use 500 grams of this. So there's 500 grams of flour in there, and then we're going to need a teaspoon of salt. Like with any bread, we need to season it. And then 1½ teaspoons of bicarbonate of soda. Make sure to get any lumps out, because no one wants a lump of bicarb in their bread. Another half. Quickly mix that together just so it's all evenly distributed throughout the flour. Right, now we're going to create a bit of a in the middle and get it everywhere apparently, then I'm just going to add in our milk a bit at a time, because we might not need all of it. As with any bread, you may not necessarily need all the liquid that's stated in the recipe, because it can vary. It can depend on the weather, it can depend on your flour, it can depend on a variety of things. So we're going to want to bring this together until it's not particularly wet, but also it's not super dry either. It should be a nice consistency. So just adding it in a bit at a time. And like other breads where you need to knead it and be quite firm with it, with this you just need to be fairly gentle with it. We don't want to like over knead this or anything, to be honest. Right, I'm just going to get a dough scraper out so I can get this off here. I might start getting in with my hands trying to bring it all together. You are going to get messy with this, don't be afraid. And also, of course, make sure if you are making this for other people, wash your hands beforehand. Now more so than ever. I mean, you should be doing that anyway, but you need to wash your hands even better if you're making food for other people in your family. I am just making this for myself because I live by myself. So that's come together quite well. So I probably won't need any more of this milk. There's probably about 100 mils left, so I've needed quite considerably less than I do sometimes. So that does happen, about 300 mils does today. And what I like to do is add a bit of flour into it just to stop the bowl from being sticky. And then I like to do this around the bowl. I like to rock it and roll it around the bowl in order for us to be able to make our classic soda bread shape, make it nice and round. So this allows us to be fairly gentle with it. And that's our dough, that's all we need. Now we can actually just get on with baking it, because we don't need it to prove, we don't need to knead it, it doesn't need any of that, it just needs to go straight into the oven. Right, now I've got a baking stone here which I've lightly dusted with a bit of flour. If you haven't got a baking stone, no problem, all you need is a baking tray. Dust that with some flour too, that'll work perfectly well as well. We'll put our soda bread dough on here, make sure it's well shaped into that circle shape. We'll press it down a little bit, and then you mustn't forget your classic cross in the middle of your soda bread. You can do a lot of things, but it's got to have that classic cross in, cut down fairly deep into there. Do it one way, get down there in the middle, and do it the other way as well. There's our cross in there. Got to dust each bit with a little bit of flour just to be fancy. I mean, not that fancy, it's flour, but it's just a nice little touch. Then we're just going to get this into our oven, 200 degrees C, it's about 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll put all the usual conversions and stuff into the description and into the recipe that you can find on my blog, and we can just get in this for about 30 minutes, I would say. So that's in the oven, about 30 minutes, maybe 35, but we'll check it along the way. Right, it's been 30 minutes and our soda bread is ready to come out of the oven, and it is looking and smelling fantastic. Have a look at that. That has come up beautifully. Off goes the oven, because safety first, folks. And yeah, that's looking fantastic. And that is it. I mean, that was like 30 minutes baking, like 5 minutes making the dough, and 10 minutes of like waiting around for milk just to interact with the lemon juice, and that's it. We have a soda bread. That is so simple. So I'm just going to leave that to cool for like, I don't know, 5 minutes, and then I'm going to cut into it, because there's nothing better than nice, warm, straight out the oven soda bread with a bit of butter. So I'm going to cut into this very, very shortly, and we can have a look at it. There, have a look at that bad boy. Apologies if the lighting's a bit overbearing. It's really sunny today, and obviously we are inside because, well, we have to be. But let's roll with it, or rather, let's soda bread with it. And that looks fantastic. It smells so good, and I'm just going to cut into it now because I want to try a slice of this. It's still quite hot, but I'm going to be careful. Just going to cut the end off here, because the end, let's face it, is the most underrated bit of a loaf of bread. Oh, listen to how crusty it is. Oh, look at that. It's still a bit moist at the moment because it is straight out the oven. But I don't care. I just love soda bread straight out of the oven. Have a look. I'm not going to muck about. I'm going to get some butter on this. I'm going to give it a go, and then we can wrap things up. So there's one lovely bit of soda bread absolutely smothered in butter, because that's the best way to have it. Straight out the oven, butter. It is fantastic. And how simple is it? Literally like 45 minutes in total, maybe 50. And yeah, it's just so good and so simple. Don't need much at all. Like I said, if you haven't made bread before, completely and utterly could not be easier. This is perfect because you don't need to prove it. You don't need to knead it. You don't need to worry about any of that. It's just those basic ingredients. So hopefully you've got those or can get hold of those in this difficult time. It saves you having to go out and buy bread. It won't last that long. It will last a couple of days, but it's so delicious. You probably won't have it last that long because it's so tasty. It is fantastic. But I'm going to stop talking about that. I'm going to give this a go because this butter's melting, which is not a bad thing, but so happy right now. Very few things better than soda bread with butter straight out the oven. It's fantastic. So I know that was a really quick and simple video today, but that's kind of the point. I wanted to do something in this difficult times that people can look at and go, yeah, I can do that. I can make that. And it saves people hopefully having to stop worrying about maybe trying to go out and get loaves of bread or something like that. This is something that can be made if you can get hold of some self-raising flour, some milk, lemon juice, bicarb, and some salt. That's all you need. So if you are worried, or if you just want to try your hand at making some bread for the first time, if you've not really had your chance, well, now we're having to stay in more and more. Now's your chance to try and get started with baking, and this is a perfect recipe to do that. So I urge you, give it a go. And I'm going to sign off by saying, please be so considerate in this time. Don't just think about yourselves. Stay in, flatten the curve, because the sooner we stay in, self-isolate and flatten the curve, the sooner we can get back out there and hopefully start living more normal lives again. But right now, we need to stay inside, we need to flatten that curve and just watch out for each other. If you're out, if you're shopping, just buy what you need. Don't stockpile. There are people out there who need it. You know, there's NHS workers and all the other people out there, like the people who are stocking our shelves, trying to keep up with the demand. They all need food as well. When you're buying it, they don't have a chance to buy it. So we have to be so considerate now. So stay in, make your own food if you can, and just watch out for each other and take care of yourselves as well. So that's my lecture done. I hope you enjoyed the video. Most of all, I hope you found it useful. And as always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time on Big Friendly Grub. Take care.